thought it would be a good idea for his 57th birthday.
That works up on foot thing. You pick up the train. He's bringing it back to the shop now. They got a picture of the guy in video. He was last seen walking north on White Street. Blue jeans, blue and gray shirt. This is for? Alright. Baseball cap.
Oh boy.
So what, he jumped out the car, get in the train, and drive off?
Oh yeah, they found him.
From the beginning, we heard the bell ringing, and it was kind of odd that we heard the bell ringing. And I said to my boss, I said, oh, they must be cleaning the train over there. So then after that, we walked over this way. The other mechanic came by and said, hey, some guy just jumped in the train and took off in the train. And I'm like, what? Did he work it? Did he have a yellow shirt, an orange shirt, or a green? He goes, no. And then my boss said, no, go find that train. And that's when we took off. He got on.
Have an officer give you a ride down there to ID him. It's me, primary.
Did you see the guy?
Yes.
Who picked up the train?
Myself and another driver. And that's where we are stopping by nose to nose, so he couldn't move. And I jumped out. My co-worker jumped out. We confronted him. Oh, yeah. I was very upset.
And we're off to a wild start. That opening line alone tells you this isn't going to be a normal interaction. Right away, you've got erratic speech, inappropriate comments, and a tone that screams, something is off. The real question, intoxication, mental health, or just terrible judgment. Let's pause right there. He stole a trolley for his birthday.
So he just got out, and I said to Taj, get his picture. And I wasn't thinking, all trains got a video camera in it. So Taj ran after him to get his picture. I moved my truck so that way I could allow traffic to finish the flow. And then he came back, I jumped in to drive the train, and the other co-worker drove the truck back. He said that he tried to see where he went on Whitehead Street, but he didn't see him by the time he got back to the truck, and went that way he was.
Did he tell you guys anything when you confronted him?
Oh yeah, you can hit. I said, man, I should knock your ass out. You know, and he goes, yeah, I deserve it. I shouldn't have taken it.
Who called this in?
I'm trying to. I did. Yeah.
Wait, don't take those. You can't confiscate those from me. I plead the fifth.
Well, just like you can't take a tour train, so.
I plead the fifth. Oh, this is my birthday present. Oh, I'm not going to be dancing with the Cajun mistress. Hello, sirs. How are you?
Yeah, same. Yeah, same.
How are you, sir?
Yeah.
Good.
How are we doing on the pedophiles in town? Are we keeping them out?
All of them.
Tar and feathering? Thank you. What about the Ubers?
They're just doing their job.
What about the bankers? I hear it's lawful to harvest Jewfish these days.
It is.
Good. Thank goodness, because they're delicious. Captain Tony, do you see the big ones he used to pull in? Big ones. Like 500-600 pounders. And I just realized, hey, I've got nothing on me, drugs or anything. But help yourself. I'll tell you this, I'll listen to you. I won my cigarettes and everything back for being unlawfully detained and arrested. I've got all my constitutional rights. Do we still have a constitution? Let's hope we do. I pray we do. I plead the fifth. The first comes first for a reason. Back up on a second. Am I right? Yes. Thank you.
Right at the entrance to Southernmost Beach Resort on South Street.
I do not permit you to do this. I did not give them authorization. Don't taste me, please. It's my birthday. It's your birthday? And my grandson. See, listen to me right here. was gonna watch a dinosaur movie today. I think it's all about. I'm gonna keep Billy on big tours. 20. That's my time. This is my time. It's my birthday. I love you guys. I need to protect these. You guys are awfully hot wearing all that. That's for the missus. The miss. Well, she's a Cajun, Texas cowgirl. She wrestles me in the water. It's a little fun. I don't litter. Please don't litter.
We'll pick it up. You're not littering.
You touch my dick. You touch my dick. Yeah. Yeah, that's not a cigarette baggie. Ow! Please.
You got shorts on underneath?
Yes. Yes, I do. Surf trunks with a zipper pocket on the right. Not yet. I wish I was because I'm hot as a mofo. Oh, those are a little tight, bro. They're a little tight. I'm used to
That might sound almost comedic, but legally, this is stacking up fast. Unauthorized use of a vehicle, likely grand theft, and possibly burglary depending on how you accessed it. Birthday or not, the law does not do party favors. This is actually a classic security breakdown. No verification, no credentials checked, just assumption. And it happens more often than you'd think.
There we go. That's me. It's you. Notice Spirit of Simple 6. You might have no. Sam Adams. You're definitely right. You don't have to dress up in your prison. You just are a red-blooded man.
Harlow to kill when you're ready. Nothing, Patrick. Correct.
You guys hydrate. I drink a contrary when my daughter's 45.
Do you have an ID on you?
It's in my bag.
Okay. What's your phone number?
670. Am
What?
I in trouble or something?
No, you're still witness in this case.
Oh.
What state?
Sorry, man. I didn't know, dude. I mean, he said he knew he'd worked here before, and man, I felt stupid, man. I didn't mean to, man. I helped him turn the train on, and check the blinkers for him and everything. I felt stupid.
Okay. What do you look like?
He had some weird pink thing on his head, and he had some sort of, looked like a squirrel or something like that in his hands.
White, black.
So, I mean, he looked white and he had a hat on. Seemed like he was high on drugs.
What was he wearing?
He had this pink thing on the hat he was wearing. What else? He was wearing pants.
The colors of his clothes.
Not really remember. I just felt like an idiot, man. Jesus, I just felt stupid, man.
So
I helped him check the blink. He came here and talking to me.
You said he was a driver? Or
Yeah, he said he was a driver. He said, he said he was back here in the 90s or something like that. And he's like, I don't know how to turn the train on, so I helped him turn the train on. I was like, well, I said, well, I asked him, I said, well, did you talk to Norman? He said, yeah. And then I asked him, I turned the train on. He's like, I don't know how to turn it on. So I turned on the master switch for him. And then he's like, will you check the blinkers for me? I said, sure. So I checked the blinkers for him, the back and the front. And then I said, did you fill out a driver's checklist?
Okay.
And then, so he asked me something about, I don't know, something, I don't remember exactly what he asked me. But anyways, he got, like, he got in the driver's seat, and I told him to have a good day. And then he drove right there and stopped. And then when he stopped, Shane said something, and that's when I went and asked, because it didn't seem right.
One confident person, a believable story, and suddenly you got a stolen vehicle rolling down the street. Ever seen someone just act like they belong and get away with it? Same energy, and here's the irony. They're scrambling to get a photo while the entire incident is already on camera. This is where modern surveillance quietly does all the heavy lifting. In cases like this, video evidence is often the strongest piece in court. Hard to argue with footage that right there, I deserve it, I shouldn't have taken it. That's what's called a spontaneous admission. No interrogation needed. No pressure, just a straight-up confession. And yes, that can absolutely be used in court. Sometimes the biggest evidence comes from your own mouth.
After I thought about it, and I asked him, I said, well, was somebody supposed to take 97? And then he said no. And then I guess he stole it, I guess.
Yeah.
I just feel like such an idiot.
You forced? All right. So what happened, bro?
I came up here and was talking to me, and he said he had worked here before.
Yeah.
I feel like an idiot anyways, man.
It's all right. That happens. We don't expect it sometimes, but who cares? Keep going.
So he said he worked here, and I asked him once he got on the train, and I looked at the window, and I was like, I thought maybe something was up, but it looked like, I don't know, sometimes they take trains downtown and stuff like that sometimes, you know, so I didn't know if he was maybe retrieving. I didn't know what was going on, so I helped him check the blinkers, and then so he helped me. I said, well, did you fill out your driver's checklist? And
Okay, so he just pulled up out back?
I don't know anything about where he came from. I
He's just
know
in here talking to you?
he came right there and talked to me.
And this is where it was parked?
Yeah, it was the same place.
And it was off, and then what? He just started talking about how he used to work here?
Yeah, he worked back here in the 90s. He said he'd been here a couple of weeks, and I said, are you a new hire or something like that? And then he said, yeah, and then I asked him if he filled out the driver's checklist and checked the blinkers for him, and then he stopped out there for a second, and then that's when I walked to Norman. I was like, well, somebody's supposed to take 97, and then he said, no, nobody's supposed to take 97, and the guy had already drove off.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you don't know who's driving and what anyway. So I understand.
Yeah, man, I
get it. It'd be the same thing what happened with my garage. Someone just showed up and said they're a cop picking up a car.
I feel stupid.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm gonna get fired probably for this one.
No, I don't think so. Nobody got killed. Nobody got crashed into. You'll just have a policy named after you, most likely. All right, relax. It's all right. I feel pretty dumb myself. The other day I went outside to help somebody and I wasn't carrying a gun, and next thing you know, I had to run because someone was chasing me with a knife. Stuff happens.
So FYI, he spontaneously uttered that he used to drive pump tour trains years ago as a job.
Yeah, he told them that too. Just
Okay.
do a stop. This is part of a bunch of other stuff. What's up, brother?
I'm dehydrated. I'm exhausted.
Well, I'm glad your car's got AC. Mine's got a little bit too.
Oh, God. You're driving an AC-less car? That ain't fair.
No, mine's on now.
Are you drinking lots of water, bro?
I should be, but
That's
I'm
like
not. Look how
50
fat
pounds.
I am.
Dude, you're not, Gordo. You got 50 pounds of shit on you, bro.
I appreciate you, brother. You seem like a nice guy, man.
I am.
All right, listen, I got to ask you stupid questions, man. And because of that, I got to read you something.
Okay.
Don't think I'm the meanest guy in the world.
No, you're
I'm
not.
tired, like you said, dehydrated. All right, these are your Miranda warnings. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him or her present while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire an attorney, you want to be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of the rights I've explained to you?
Yes, sir.
Having these rights in mind, are you willing to answer my questions now?
I plead the fifth, sir.
Okay, then. All right, well, you're going to jail for burglary, grand theft auto. And,
What?
yeah, you can't just
Really?
drive off with
I used to... It's
Just
my
'cause-
birthday, bro.
Oh, so that gives you the right to steal?
No, I don't steal.
You did. You
I
stole my
borrowed
damn
it.
car. You borrowed it? Get
No,
out.
wait. I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I want to speak with Chris Bland, please.
All right. Well, borrowing it, I appreciate that spontaneous utterance after Miranda. It's
Oh!
on camera, anyways. Well,
Well, I have nothing to hide, bro.
all right, man. It happens. We all make mistakes.
I make plenty. Sometimes I repeat the same mistake 2 or 3 times before I get it.
All right, your vehicle's going to be towed by Officer Young. She doesn't know that yet, but she's got to drive around back.
My vehicle?
Yep.
What vehicle?
Your Kia that's parked out back.